We live in a new age, and it's time for us to upgrade our tinfoil hats. Operation Tinfoil is a freedom-focused small business and trusted sponsor of this show. Their super comfortable new line of beanies and baseball caps will not only crown your skull in style, but each of these dome defenders is lined with a silver mesh that blocks up to 99% of EMF radiation from cell phone towers, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and yes, even 5G. We don't know what EMF radiation does to the brain long term, but neither do they, so don't be their guinea pig and don't wait around to find out. Get your stylish tinfoil hat of the future today at gettinfoil.com. Use the promo code SYSTEM for $10 off your order. Again, that's gettinfoil.com. Use the promo code SYSTEM for $10 off your order. Have you guys heard of Matt Miller? He's not only the guy who paints those amazing portraits of all your favorite heroes in the Liberty Movement and in pop culture, but he's also now an official sponsor of this show. From Murray Rothbard to Ron Paul, Dr. Robert Malone to Darth Maul, Matt Miller's Liberty Portraits has something fun for everyone to spice up your home or office and showcase your heroes. Go check out his incredible work at libertyportraits.com. Grab a print to impress your friends, hire him for a custom portrait, or bring him out to a festival to capture your event in real life in a beautiful and unique way. To find out more, just head over to libertyportraits.com. Once again, that is libertyportraits.com. Well, holy shit, it's Thanksgiving, or close to it, Thanksgiving Eve. Happy hump day to you all. What better way to celebrate Thanksgiving than with family? And what better way to be with family than to sit around the Thanksgiving dinner table and talk about uncomfortable things and probably name call and shout and drop all sorts of profanity and just have some fun talking about what's going on in the world. That's what we're going to do today. But before we do that, I don't even know. Sharon's usually the only one that goes out and shares this when I say to do it, so I'm not sure. She's in the chats. I don't know. Maybe she's here. Maybe she's not. It's hard to say. You need to go out and share it with all your friends, all your enemies, all your family members. So they share it with every family member that you have on Twitter and Facebook so that they know everything that's going on in the world tomorrow. When you sit down to talk about these things, we're going to equip you with all the news, all the most important things, and give you all the best jokes. You can steal all my jokes, it's fine. And yeah, it's going to be a fun one. So let's get into it. Let's do the thing. Let's, what's the phrase? Let's get weird.
All I ask is, if we have to give these bastards our lives, we give them hell before we do!
The tragedy of our day is the climate of fear in which we live.
Talking about the Salomon Brothers building collapsing.
But ask the congressman to withdraw that comment and tell us that he didn't really mean that. I don't know what I said. I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
The Bible commands that certain people be put to death.
Thieves were possessing weapons of mass destruction. 9/11 attacks were carried out by Al-Qaeda.
Handle the truth.
I remember that with that smoke! We are still here!
We have to say yes to socialism.
No. It's a big club, and you ain't in it.
Yes, it is. It's a big club, and you're not in it, but you're in this one, and lots of people are in this one, and they're all here on the show today, and we're not going to introduce them yet, and the music's too loud, as usual. Let me turn that down. All right, hey, guys, least comfortable show on the web, The System is Down, where we talk about the conspiracies, the politics, the religion, all the things that trigger you, all the things that go bump in the night, all the things your family is praying that you don't bring up around the Thanksgiving dinner table tomorrow. And like I said, we're going to give you lots of fun, spicy topics. I know a lot of us are libertarians, which means we're autistic and introverts, and we don't like to bring things up. now you'll be able to. I'll give you all the talking points that you need to make tomorrow just as fun and spicy as it should be. Now, before we do that, I got to remind you about the rest of the people in the cult, which are you guys, my favorites in the Downers Club. People like Silas Lane, Denise Cox, Bonnie Jeffers, Amy Lepore, Matt Walrus, Osmataz Buckshank, that's a very real name, Andrew W, Gigi Vaughn, Zereth Anarchy, also a very real name, Heflum Swoozles, Vanzat Media, Rick Duran, Javari, Joe Kabinski, Davis Johnson, Howie Snowden, Brian McWilliams, David White, Mary Rome, Justin Zelinsky, William Wells, and all the other people in there. If you want to get your name on that list and probably have it read incorrectly, go on over to patreon.com/The System Is Down, where you can join the Downers Club, get a whole bunch of content, and support this show, because nobody lets you support me except for Patreon still for some reason. You'll get more weird, more raw, more offensive, more weekly content, including but not limited to the after parties, which includes but is not limited to today's after party, where we're going to be talking about... Normally I say it's going to be spicier, and then it ends up being kind of a continuation of the spice, because the main show is spicy. The show today is spicy, but the after party is going to be spicy AF, to the extent that I don't think that we can even talk about it here. So get in there now, and you'll be able to join the after party live. We've got an entire show after party scheduled for that. Patreon.com/The System Is Down, and I would appreciate and love you forever. Now, I have some folks here, and I know that I said that they would all be amazing, but one of them is having some technical difficulties, of course, and shockingly enough, it's not one of the ladies that are having the technical difficulties. But I did want to bring, for something fun, since I always say that around the Thanksgiving dinner table, and that's tomorrow, I wanted to bring on my family, my personal family and friends and family, and they're all here, except for Jack Casey, because... That guy. We've got Dave Casey. We've got C.D. McRae, both returning. And then we've got, for the first time ever on the show, Sharron.
Shut up, silly woman.
Who's here to join us. She's really excited. She loves it. Sharron, hi.
Hi.
Hello,
Fabulous.
friends. Nice. This is going to be fun. CD, and Dave, how are you guys doing?
Doing great, brother. Thanks for the invite.
Always.
Yeah, doing good. Happy to be here.
Absolutely. Well, yeah, we're just like, do you guys have any, I don't know, Thanksgiving plans, anything out of the ordinary? I mean, if you say, oh, we're going to get together with family and eat turkey and stuffing and mashed potatoes, just don't bother, because we know. But if you have anything, any weird traditions for Thanksgiving for you guys?
No.
Don't all go at once.
They're pretty normal.
But somebody go.
Yeah.
I'll be stuck in the kitchen.
Nice. Rightly so. Dave, how about you?
Normal Thanksgiving, man. Getting together with the family. I'll be doing dishes.
Doing dishes. So does that mean like you're getting together with the family and you're all going to do dishes together, or like your responsibility is the
She
dishes?
said that she'll be in the kitchen. She's going to be cooking, and I will be doing no cooking, but I will be offering my services for cleanup on Thanksgiving.
I'm going to be making some potatoes myself, doing the ladies' work and the Lord's work all at once. But yeah, it's going to be a fun one.
Whoa, what kind of potatoes? Whoa,
What?
Go back. What kind of potatoes are you making, Dan?
I'm making the mashed variety.
Like regular
right.
mashed potatoes?
Like, right.
Yes. Just
So you don't
regular.
put no bacon, you don't put any cheese, you don't.
I might.
No chives.
This is my first time making the potatoes, and maybe I will. If you guys have any recommendations, feel free to throw them out. I don't have any plans. I was just going to make potatoes, but if that's not good enough, yeah.
Leave
It's
some
not.
lumps in there. That's my recommendation. Leave a couple lumps in there, not too whipped.
Always.
I disagree. Fuck your lumps.
Lumps are yum.
Fuck your lumps. Your lovely potato lumps.
Bacon's a good idea, though. Now, when you say bacon, do you mean making bacon and then chopping it up or breaking it up and throwing that in there, or like bacon bits crap?
Okay,
No
why would
deal.
anyone ever use bacon bits crap? Absolutely bacon. You make your own bacon bits. What the? People buy that still? Ew.
She's belligerent already.
Okay, wait. Can we back it up for a second? Are you peeling potatoes and boiling potatoes, or are you doing instant pouches of potatoes?
Okay, I may be a man, But no, I am actually making real potatoes. Believe it or
Okay,
not.
so why would you ask if you were gonna put fake ass bacon?
It's
on
the
your
first
real
time.
potato?
Jeez. Settle
No,
down,
honestly,
folks.
dude. How many times have you peeled potatoes?
Who, me?
Like that's by far the worst part of this job. It's gonna fucking suck. If you're on potato duty and you have to make it from scratch, you better get up early, son, because you're on potato duty.
I might be
That's
doing
why
it.
they-
I might be doing it tonight.
They make motherfuckers do that in the military, like first thing, peel potatoes, because it takes forever and it sucks. So
I may be doing it tonight and leaving them in the water for tomorrow to mash up. But yes, we've also done in the past. We've done with the skins on and not peeled them, and it's actually quite delicious. And saves a whole hell of a lot of time.
I don't know. People are going to judge you if you do
skins
that.
or
and
no
they should.
skins.
No skin. You got it.
I
You
would
got to
go
take the
no.
skins off.
Yeah.
I would judge the fuck out of you if you showed up and like you're on potato duty and you brought it with skins. What is this? Like,
CD, you
are
would
we
judge
not,
the fuck
like,
out of me
civilized?
if I showed up at all. So it's fine.
Probably.
I don't want to shame
Not
you or anything,
wrong.
but I'll be making cheesecakes. I'll be
Yeah,
making
what the
like turtle.
This isn't fucking Fridays,
cheesecake.
bro. No potato skins. This is mashed potatoes.
I mean, TGI Fridays like charges extra for the skins. That's like some sort of brilliant marketing scheme that they have going on there, where they're like, you can get it like shittier, and we're
Right.
going to charge you more for it.
Someone's trash is another man's appetizer.
That's right. Still no Jack Casey. We'll see if he ever shows up. I'm just going to leave the guest 2 spot there as Jack Casey's ghost, and if he decides to fill in the blank, he is welcome to do so. But we're going to talk about some news, and we do, of course, always have to start off with the good news. And the good news is Taylor Swift is she's going to be touring or something. Any Taylor Swift fans in the building? Of course, I've got Jack right in the middle there now, so it's even more conspicuous. But T Swift fans, of course you are. Why though? Is it because of the great relationship advice?
No.
My
It's because she is. If I'm being completely honest, it's because she's one of the last to like write, or at least write most of her stuff, and she plays her own instrument. Having seen her live, I can attest. It's no, I do not care. Like the subject matter of the songs, the whatever, the drama, whatever. That's how she makes her money. Good for her. But that's it. That's truly it. Is that she's one of the last to write and play her own stuff. And hey, Jack.
Jack is kind of here, I think. Jack, are you with us? Jack, can you hear us, Jack? Are you in the room, Jack? Is that a yes?
Am I here?
Jack?
Am I real?
Jack, can you hear us? You are here.
Is this what Helen Keller
You're in
feels
1997,
like?
but yes, you're here.
Anyway, Jack, we're talking about Taylor Swift. Are you a fan or not?
I can't hear any of you,
Oh,
but you look adorable.
Jack, we can hear you, and you can't hear us, so I guess anything that I say after this point isn't going to matter. So, CD, you said that she's one of the last people to write her own music, which I personally take great offense to. She's one of the last pop stars, perhaps, to write their own music.
Okay, that's fair. That's what I mean. One of the top that's on the top 40, right? They like don't exist anymore, really. So
It's silent over here. I haven't heard a word.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna watch y'all.
That's great, Jack. Just going to watch y'all and interrupt without knowing what you're talking about.
It's kind of peaceful.
Anyway, yes,
silent.
Dan. That's what I was saying. That's what I meant. That's what I meant.
Right
One of the
on.
last top 40 pop stars. Yeah.
CD, as somebody who wasted money on Taylor Swift, how much did you pay? Was it $50,000 or was it more in the line of $5,000?
I'm sorry. I don't. No, it wasn't neither.
Y'all could basically just like
wasn't-
talk shit about me the whole time. I have no idea.
I kind of want to
He's
kick
like
him
the
out, but I
friend.
mostly don't.
I don't even know if I'm talking over y'all, but
You are.
I've been fighting my retarded internet so long now. It's going to become a hate crime. It's going to become a hate crime. That's.
This
Jack's
is
just
amazing.
Jack's just gonna interject with like
I'm just
anti-Semite
gonna
jokes
keep
and shit.
disappearing and reappearing like a ghost.
That's great. Anyway,
No, I
CD,
paid. No, I did not pay anywhere near. God, no. It's certainly no.
no, people are now. They're paying upwards of some $5,000, some up to $50,000 or $20,000. I don't know. At some point, it's arbitrary. But this Taylor Swift fan paid $5,500 for resale tickets, and now she's embarrassed that she did it, and she regrets it, and kind of wishes that she had a nosebleed ticket. So this says, for hours, Paige sat in front of her computer, dust collecting as she waited in the queue for the most coveted show of the year, Taylor Swift's Eras Tour. Paige, 31, yes, 31, like an adult, has been a Swiftie. I mean, I don't care how much you like Taylor Swift. Do you call yourself a Swiftie?
No.
If you pay
no.
$5,500 for a ticket, yeah, you'll probably call yourself that.
Yeah, I guess at that point you don't really have an option. You're a Swiftie, no matter how much you regret it. But she's been a Swiftie for 15 years. Her last name has been withheld over privacy concerns because she feels like a fucking retard, but is known to Insider. Paige taught herself guitar by learning songs from Swift's debut record. She never... Who cares? Paige did receive a pre-sale code, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, she bought this, and some of them are going $5,000 to over $30,000. She spent $5,500, and now she regrets it. She says, I don't feel good to have tickets anymore. It wasn't something fun, like it was supposed to be. I feel guilty. I feel like I did something impulsive in panic mode, and I am disappointed in Ticketmaster and Live Nation for letting it get to this point of just being a complete frenzy. So, she did something dumb. She has buyer's remorse, and it's everybody else's fault. Talk amongst yourselves.
So for the record,
I've never had a good.
Talk over yourselves. That's what I meant.
I've not been a Taylor Swift fan my whole life. I blame turning 45 and her new album. So that's where my T Swift begins, not 5, 10, whatever years ago.
Yeah.
So for the record,
I'm not sure if that makes it better or worse. If you've been a longer fan and you're of a certain age, then it makes it like you've been a fan up to that point, but you started at 45 liking Taylor Swift. I don't know if that's a justification.
Me, sir?
Yes?
How dare you, ageist?
Fair. And mostly like this, mostly sitting.
Okay.
This is how I dare.
Yeah, I think blaming it on Live Nation and like the Ticketmaster, like why did they have anything to do with it? They just supply the tickets.
They allowed her to make a stupid decision.
Yeah, that whatever. It's a private company, bro. This
she
is her,
said that they promised that they would be able to handle the
suck
truck
her dick,
and
because that's what I would want promised.
I mean, if I'm paying $5,000 for any show, even a good one, there better be some perks in there. That's all I'm saying.
Real, memorable, once in a lifetime, mind blowing perks.
More than mind blowing, even. Dave, you got any thoughts on the adults that are very regretful for their poor choices in life, like Sharron and Paige?
Not many on this one, but I will say,
I love you,
I
Sharron.
mean, it's tempting to go after. I can see it. Like she's like, Live Nation, which is the same company as Ticketmaster at this point. They do suck, so it's tempting to go, yeah, fuck those people, but. No, she's definitely at fault. You're definitely an idiot. If you're paying
she's like the type of person
I don't care.
She's like the type of person that sues McDonald's for being fat, or like insists on getting all like their college covered that they spent like 20 years ago and have been utilizing this entire time. I got the thing that I paid for. I just feel like I paid too much, so I would like to have my money back, please. Yeah. Anyway, speaking of really good singers. This brings us to our next article, which I don't think this is Taylor Swift, but I could be wrong. Let's watch. This is in Brazil.
Brazilian deaf-mute trans woman sings Whitney Houston. I will always...
I should say, before we get started here, you're not allowed to laugh. Okay? You're not allowed.
I'm going to go ahead and mute this for just a moment.
Dave's like, I'm gonna go pee real quick.
If my dog could hear this, she would howl.
I'm laughing at Dave, not the bravery. Such confidence, such bravery. Yes, we are watching the whole thing. Because I hate you. Now, that for the audio listener, the blind listeners out there, that was a Brazilian deaf-mute trans woman singing Whitney Houston's "I Will Always Love You." And I would like to see, personally, somebody take that and mash it up with, like, Titanic or something, like the scene. That's the movie that it's from, right? I don't know.
No.
Bodyguard.
No.
Whatever.
Whitney Houston.
Either whatever. It's not a recognizable song at this point anyway. So.
It could be either one. It could be either one.
My first question is, can you define the word mute for me? Like, I know that there's a lot to break down here, but that was my first question. Is like, how is a mute person singing anything? Or I don't know what mute means anymore, I suppose. Do you guys know something I don't?
I mean, she can't hear or speak, right? So she can just be in tones.
Like
Helen
Helen Keller.
Everything's vibrations, bro. So she can feel the vibe of the song, so she can translate it to a national audience.
It is great that we finally have a story about a trans person and nobody cares that they're trans at all. Like that is the least interesting part of this story. But I did look up the definition of the word mute, and actually it seems like there might be a definition that fits here. There's historical, an actor in a dumb show. So maybe that's what they mean by mute, because that's what we've got here.
Dude, this is one of those things. I find it's one of the craziest parts of living in this age. This is just the most recent, but like there are times where everybody in the room knows that something is fucking insane, but no one can say anything about it. And
they're getting
terrifying.
more and more rapidly like in your face. Just like,
yeah,
you don't have to only accept this person. You have to allow them to win beauty pageants and win awards, like win a beauty pageant that they shouldn't be in, or win an award for singing when they can't sing. And like, wouldn't have, if you told me, if you just played the song, I wouldn't have even recognized what this is supposed to be. It's beautiful though. It's absolutely stunning.
And brave.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, art is
I would have been more
subjective, but
impressed.
That was beautiful. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think I would have been more impressed if they would have just said that she was singing it in Whale.
Yeah.
Like
that is very rude, CD. But there was another song that she performed shortly after. I think I have a clip here. Let me see.
No.
Thanks for the setup.
Exactly.
I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
That was actually the wrong clip. I also have an interview with this individual that I find even more fascinating.
Os camarins do Joá Forró, olha só quem a gente encontra. Bicha, muda. Vem. Você tá muito bonita, viu? Você tá muito bem vestida.
Now, I don't speak Brazilian. Do all of their words sound like a dog licking peanut butter off their gums?
Oh, man. No, Portuguese, bro, is one of the most beautiful languages. That was not it. I'll tell you right now.
I agree. It is. I mean, there's like... There can only be maximum 2 words that are coming out of this person's mouth. How is this an interview? What is the interviewer supposed to do with this? Like, are there captions that explain what is happening here? Jack is back. Let's see if he... Speaking of transmutes.
He's like the drunk uncle who just stumbles in and guys gets to the dinner table. Oh, here, pass the potatoes, Dan. Jesus.
Jack.
Hey! Hey,
Jack,
I heard that one. Can y'all hear me?
You're coming in loud and clear,
Yes!
bro.
Yes. Jack, now you're too
All
loud.
right.
The whole family's here, and Jack missed the most beautiful thing.
It's drunk Uncle Jack.
I'm hammered drunk. Let's go.
For Jack's sake, just one more time, we gotta just play this for Jack.
No.
Get his thoughts.
Oh no.
Have you seen this, Jack?
Oh God, it's me. It's me today.
They found the tape.
I need a Kleenex.
Jack, have you seen this video?
I haven't. I think I saw a post about it, but I didn't really look into it. I didn't know much else.
Well, that's unfortunate. You really missed out. You'll have to go back and watch what you missed. Because we're moving on. Jack, welcome to the Thanksgiving dinner. How are you, sir?
I'm good.
Good.
I've just learning the limits of my my Wi-Fi and my new setup here at my little
It's going great
cabin
so far.
house. Yeah. It's like Alien vs Predator. Retard versus retarded internet. Whoever wins, we lose. So it's
So far, it's pretty neck and neck, it seems. Jack, do you have any plans for Thanksgiving that are out of the ordinary? And when I say out of the ordinary, if you say something ordinary, I'm going to boot you right back out of the room.
I'm honestly just working on house projects and stuff tomorrow with the wife.
Wow.
Yeah. We're working.
You guys going to eat like a turkey lunch meat sandwich or something together?
Yeah, maybe we'll slap something together.
Nice.
No, maybe by the evening we'll do something.
Nice.
We just moved, so we're just busy setting up things like our internet poorly.
Nice.
And whatnot.
Nice. Speaking of trans people, and I don't mean Jack this time, San Francisco just launched a new program that guarantees income to the trans community. Now, for one, it's $1,200 a month for up to, I think, 18 months. So trans welfare, or my biggest question is, how do all the folks who are calling for black reparations feel about this? I feel like the trans community just kind of swooped in without any slavery under their belt to run off of here.
Yeah, but it's all one homogenous ball of everybody against the cis white patriarchy. So that's the communist struggle, right? They want everybody's struggle to be their struggle. I'll be telling my black brothers that, but they don't listen.
Yeah.
Don't be listening to these commies, bro. They'll pull you in. But yeah.
How did the ladies feel about the trans reparations movement?
I identify as a man as soon as I moved to San Francisco for 18 months.
I mean, who would?
Honey, we're moving again.
Sign me up. Sign me
Yeah.
up because today is the first day of the next 18 months of my life, motherfuckers.
Get ready.
18
All right, I'm
months of
Mrs.
manhood.
Casey. You're Mr. Casey now. Let's go. Yeah, we have debts to
I
pay.
mean,
Let's
what's
go.
stopping? Like, what kind of proof do you have to provide to these people that, like, like you've been trans? Look, I've been trans for 10 years, and I mean, like, what's stopping? Like I'm said, like, what's stopping me from just walking in there?
I've been trans for the entire 15-hour drive that it took to get me to San Francisco.
Exactly. So, I mean, give me my shit. I'm guaranteed money. Now, also,
Now,
I will
it
say
is-
this:
Pay me.
$1,200 in San Francisco will not get you very far. So, like,
True.
to me, you would need like that plus all homeless shit. So, like, what exactly do they plan to like do? And then, like, what's the income level that you have to make to or not
Jesus
make
with the
to receive?
questions.
Right. These are
So,
all good questions
dude.
that I don't care about the answers to.
I'm just saying, like, I mean, if we're talking about reparations, like your
like
whole
a
life. Now,
synergy
that
of
don't mean you're, like,
reparations or
African.
help.
Right, right. So, I mean,
Yes.
I don't understand how, yeah, they get that, and like black people been black. Again, how do you prove that you're like not Haitian black or Dominican Republican black? Or, I mean, do they get reparations the same
Yep.
ones from Africa? Why?
No, they don't. Only
Justify
trans people
that
get it, actually.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. So anyway, yeah, I bet
it
you
is
if
weird.
I would be pissed off. To answer your question.
Sharon, you'll have to shout over these retards if you ever have something to say.
Yeah, I think it's
Even when I can hear y'all, I'm still interrupting.
So does it matter how long you've been black compared to how long you've been trans?
How long it's been since you converted to blackness? I don't think so.
Yeah.
Or if you're only like 18 as a person of color, or you're like 19 and you're transgender, or you've been like for X amount of years longer than that person has been black.
Honestly, if the
Yeah.
government of San Francisco is giving a white trans person as much as a black trans person, I'm fucking pissed. I'll be
Right.
honest with you.
I mean, if I was a black person, I'd be like, I'm very trans right now. I'm feeling very trans. And thankfully, CD, you'll be happy to hear, you don't even have to transition to being a man necessarily, because there are 97 gender options included in this this rollout here. 97 gender options, which before today, I didn't know that there were 97 genders, but here we are. Some of these trans options include things like cisgender woman, which is, I'm pretty sure, just a woman. Woman is the next one, because that's different. Transgender woman, which we're supposed to believe is the same thing as a woman. So I feel like it's getting a little redundant, but woman of trans experience, does that include like running into a trans person on the street? Woman with a history of gender transition, basically women of any kind. Once you said women, you kind of had the entire spectrum of womanhood covered, I would think, but there's man. If you identify as a man, you fall under this category. I don't know what that means. I don't know.
Well, I identify as a stud from here on out. That is,
Oh, yeah, stud's in there.
I put it in my profile. Put it in there. Yes.
There's
I don't
boy
care what
also,
that
but it's
means.
with an I. So if you're a boy, but you spell it wrong, then you're trans. There's tomboy. My favorite is gender outlaw, which I'm pretty sure best describes Jack Casey.
I like that one. It definitely sounds a little more badass than the others.
It sounds
what
better
does
than,
that one say there?
what everybody else
Xanax?
calls you. What?
What is that? Xanax down there?
There's
What is
X gender. I'm not
Mango
seeing
something?
Oh,
Hold on.
Xanax. Yes, Xanith. Xanith. That's a thing. There's Bixaha. There's Al Yaha. I mean, I feel like we're just speaking Latin at some point, and I might be, conjuring demons from CERN at this point.
I was gonna
don't
say
know.
this is just like a summoning ritual. Just they snuck in there just to.
I have a question.
Oh, here's a
So,
fun one.
I
Here's some fun ones.
I think I'm the oldest one here, which is fine. I'm okay with it. It's fine. But
It's actually really great. I appreciate that. Thank you.
what was my
Respect.
question? Oh, is it because I'm old? Have I gotten to the point where I just don't get the new thing, the new trend? Like, it's
No,
cool.
you're not supposed to get the new thing. None of us are.
If this is the new thing, we're all old. Okay, we're all. We're.
This goes on to
Even
say
though
the
we all
possible
look beautiful and young.
the possible pronouns list include heirs, heir, and its sexual orientations include quote faggot and dyke. Not my words, but you know, it's a new day. We made it.
See, when
y'all.
I call people that, I'm just trying to make sure they can get a guaranteed income in San Francisco. I'm actually trying to help them out. So they have to be able to prove they've been correctly labeled. That's their
very
correct
generous
term.
of you. Very generous.
Libs at TikTok put
It's
somebody
Thanksgiving,
that,
you know.
somebody identified as it, and they wanted to be referred to as an inanimate object. I was like, I accept. This is fine.
Yes, and if you were dead, it'd be easier to say that because you'd be an inanimate object. But not that I want you to be dead. I just want you to stop being retarded.
They want us to be dead.
Yeah, well, I don't play by their rules apparently. Me with my man self, I don't know. I like if it's all about like different orientations. I like. Is it just everybody? Because we literally have woman and man in there amongst the 97. So does everybody just get this? Is San Francisco just like, well, we can't we need to be so inclusive that we have to include everybody in this thing, but say that it's, you know, it's limited even though it's everybody and beyond, and we're going to be passing out money to like inanimate objects and lamps and things. Here, have your $1,200 lampshade. I don't know. You're all speechless. I like it. Let's talk about Hunter Biden. You guys remember Hunter Biden?
No, who is that?
Yeah.
He wrote this book, I think, something like that. This formerly fan fiction book here, called Laptop from Hell. I read it back when it was like it wasn't real back then. It was just fan fiction. But let's go back in time a little bit to Hunter Biden. I don't want to spend too much time on this because we've already covered this to no end. We covered it like a year and a half ago before this was like accepted as real. But now that the midterms are over, things are seeming to change.
Incriminating evidence allegedly found on a laptop belonging to Biden.
Some sort of Russian disinformation campaign effort.
One eternity later.
Biden emails finally authenticated according to the New York Times.
It's rewind time.
It's a lie.
Altered or fake, unverified emails.
The story did not quite land due to the lack of verification.
Can't be verified.
What can't be verified?
The laptop.
Why do you say that?
Well, because it can't be verified.
Why don't you want to report this? This is one of the most powerful families in Washington.
Liz, I'm a journalist.
Okay, I would love if you guys would start doing that verification.
No, we're not going to do your work for you.
It's a journalist's
Contrary.
job.
Not anymore.
For all we know, these emails are made up.
Not really stories, just pure distractions. No serious journalist should fall for it.
It's a journalist's job to find out if this is verified.
The bottom line is we cannot confirm the story.
Experts say the emails cannot be authenticated.
The mainstream media is not reporting on this story because we can't authenticate this material.
The Hunter Biden laptop material is genuine.
This is a classic example of the right-wing media machine.
It just lacks credibility. The fact that it appeared in the New York Post.
The only place low enough to put this orphan bastards.
So you get the point. There's a lot, and this one is like 20 minutes long of just like endless people saying this doesn't exist.
Who do you think is behind this? Well, the Russians would be my number one guess. Social media outlets were quick to limit the spread of the story. Twitter briefly suspending the accounts of the Trump campaign and White House press secretary after they tried to share it.
Twitter and Facebook have limited the distribution of that Hunter Biden story, and last night Twitter appeared to suspend the Twitter account of White House press secretary Kayleigh McEnany when she tried to share that story.
Damn, you know a story is shady when Facebook is saying, whoa. Maybe people shouldn't see this.
For a long time, Giuliani has been openly working to dig up dirt and promote disinformation on the Bidens. And now, the Washington Post is also reporting that the intelligence community was so concerned that the Russians were using Giuliani to feed Russian disinformation to the president that they warned the White House about it last year. We're being told by two people who have been briefed on it.
Sneaky Russians. Sneaky Russians planted this evidence on a laptop and said it was Hunter Biden's a long time ago. CD, you're crackling. Get your crackle figured out, CD.
Oh.
I
thought there was a fire crackling in the background.
I mean, it is kind of peaceful.
Fire.
It's got a holiday vibe to it. It's all good. Yep. But now, today, fast forwarding, now that we have the luxury and pleasure of living here in the future, we get things from CBS just 1 week after the midterms, things like this.
Welcome back to CBS Mornings here at 7:30. And as Republicans take control of the House, Hunter Biden, the president's son, will be a target for investigations. And that means data from a laptop reported to belong to Biden could be crucial to the investigatory process. CBS News has obtained its data not through a third party or political operative, but directly from the source who told us they provided it to the FBI under subpoena. And we commissioned...
They did it! CBS cracked the code. It only took them 2 fucking years to figure it out. How generous and noble they are.
I love. Wait, can you play the end until he says like the last thing, or you don't have to. I think it's something like
it's like 6 minutes long.
But okay, the last thing he says, like here before going into it, is like, "I'm really interested in that," or something like, which is hilarious because
let me see if I can find
it's what everybody's been talking about, for like fucking years.
Independent forensic review to determine its authenticity. Senior investigative correspondent Catherine Harris joins us now with what we found. Catherine, I'm very interested. Good morning.
I'm very interested.
Give me this brand new.
Wow, we got the scoop. Breaking news.
Really quick.
There was a book, man. There was a book that you said was Russian disinformation.
I don't know if I'm saying anything that would be controversial to you guys, but every single part of that clip was Operation Mockingbird. There is no part of the corporate press that isn't fully controlled by the agency. Yeah. And that's got me thinking, oh, now they're switching the script now. Like, that's the interesting part. That they suppressed
like damage control,
Right, well, I don't even think, I don't know, is it? Like they did it during the election?
It's a good point.
Since the Republicans had the House, since the Republicans had the House, they're like, well, they're going to be investigating this and shit's going to come out. So we got to like get a little bit ahead of this 2 years later,
maybe,
and pretend like we're the ones breaking the story 2 years after we called it Russian disinformation.
And you don't think? I mean, Biden's not going to run again. I don't think. By the way, I think they're going to try and run. I'm going to say it. I'll say it on your show. I think they're going to run Michelle Obama.
Big Mike.
Wait, you don't support the Biden-Fetterman joint ticket? You don't think that's going to be their?
I don't think it's happening.
Let's just collapsitarian this thing right now. Let's just get it.
Burn it down.
Screw the first female president. Let's get the first trans female president in the White House. Throw Michelle in there. So, any thoughts from the ladies? Feel free to talk over the assholes.
No, so yeah, I think we've covered this to no end. The system is down, and I think Mockingbird is a good answer for it. And a Biden Fetterman ticket. I mean, I'm a collapsitarian with the best of them, so I'm like, yes, please, for the love of Jesus and all that is good and holy, please do it. That would be wonderful. And honestly, I hope that if Michelle Obama is the forerunning candidate, then I would prefer her be the candidate over Kamala Harris. So
I thought you said you were a collapsitarian.
I would love to watch that shit collapse. That is what I want to watch. I just want to see the memes. I'm here for the memes and for all the mics. You know what I mean? Like all the
second black man president.
Yes. So yeah. Speaking of trans people that are, yeah. And I think I found the source of the. I found the source of the of the crackle. He was snoring.
So
I know
it wasn't a cozy fire.
I think Michelle Obama, you can't touch her, but Kamala, everyone, no matter what party you're associated with, They'll make fun of her.
has touched her.
And America loves dynasties and families, and they've already done it. It's like familiar, and they'll run that right back for 8 more years if they could.
It's true.
Yep.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
I mean, which would be the more collapsitarian vote, a Biden-Fetterman ticket or just Kamala and anybody? Because I'm not sure which is more retarded at this point.
Oh man.
I mean, at least Biden and Fetterman have an excuse for their mental condition. What does Kamala
But
have?
you
She
can't
went
have
from
two
being.
women trying to run anything, so I'm sure it'll be them.
That's why Big Mike's there to keep it together. Yeah, I don't know. It seems like Kamala, like she was bad, but it's like she's deteriorated more than Joe Biden has over the last couple of years. Like she's young and fit and healthy and could speak before, but now it's like I don't know. Is it that she's just terrified of saying the wrong things and that's why she talks like a 5th grader whenever she opens her mouth? Or is she like, I don't know, drugged up all the time or what?
Dude, you know how when sometimes in like local municipalities, I've heard of this happening, like when they're in such bad shape, like financially and otherwise, they'll like promote some idiots or basically the fall people and they have no idea that they're getting put in there as like, like the sheriff, whatever of this town that's like in deep corrupt or whatever. They'll install some like, rookie or something like wet behind the ears, put them in a leadership position and, kind of take the fall. And that's the vibe I get. They're going to get rid of this whole administration, probably blame some things. Oh yeah, we handled this poorly, but the Democrats are no longer this, like the rebrand, right?
Mm-hmm.
They got to get rid of both Kamala Harris and Joe Biden. Toxic.
I like that theory. That's interesting.
Yeah. Me too. Let's talk about Twitter. Y'all know that Elon Musk bought Twitter, right? You heard that? That's a thing that happened.
I'm so excited.
Elon Musk bought Twitter, and now he's like reinstating. A lot of people are saying everyone because it's a lot of people, but it's not everyone, and we'll get into why and who not. But Elon Musk is reinstating a whole bunch of people, including, of course, Donald Trump was the first one back and came off of a poll that Elon put up asking if people wanted Donald Trump back, and he won by a much smaller margin than I was expecting. But just like the last election, I'm pretty sure. Now he brought back Donald Trump, who has not tweeted yet because he's a child. He brought back the Babylon Bee. He brought back Jordan Peterson. He brought back Kathy Griffin, which is funny because he just kicked her off like, I don't know, a week ago. He brought back Andrew Tate, who gives a shit. He brought back Marjorie Taylor Greene and a couple others like James Lindsay, Project Veritas, Sargon of Akkad, and Meghan Murphy, whoever that is. Kanye West also is on the list. Now, of course, the glaring elephant in the room, or the glaring elephant lackingly not in the room, is Alex Jones. And lots of people have had many things to say about that because obviously he's a big personality in the news right now. And when asked about it, Elon Musk said, so Viva Frei said, Alex Jones is the litmus test, Elon Musk, not just on the issue of freedom of speech, but on the issue of not bending the knee to political and judicial intimidation. If this is a hard no, your Twitter will never be any more trustworthy than Parag or Jack's Twitter. To that, Elon Musk said, too bad. Now, that kind of rubbed some people the wrong way, myself included, for the guy who said, I'm buying this to institute free speech. And then when asked about it, he says, basically, fuck you. And then after that, he went on to say, when Sam Harris asked him about Alex Jones, because, yes, even Sam Harris has more common sense than Elon Musk at this point, which is a very low bar, at least on this topic. Elon Musk said, suffer little children and forbid them not to come unto me, for of such is the kingdom of heaven. He said that, mind you, while wearing his Halloween Baphomet costume. But, just, it is what it is. Any thoughts so far?
But because did you see the tweet before that, though? Before the suffer the little children, like whatever. He lost a child. So his reasoning behind not letting Alex Jones back on was because he held his dying newborn, infant, whatever, and he knows how it feels. So that's why he wasn't going to let him back on.
Yeah, he said, my firstborn child died in my arms. I felt his last heartbeat. I have no mercy for anyone who would use the deaths of children for gain, politics, or fame. Which, there's, as libertarians, we certainly, I'm sure, see some problems with that statement. I'll let you guys go.
Well, and it's so selective. It's so clear that, like, oh, so Alex Jones is where you draw the line because of stuff he said, where there's people who actually, like, sign the orders to kill actual children everywhere around the world, and they're still on Twitter. It's like the selective, like Alex Jones. This is why I'm like, I don't think that's the real reason. I think Elon and all these people, they come in, they take over, they're the controlled op. I think there's some other reason why they want to shut Alex Jones down. And I don't even think that Sandy place is the real reason they're shutting him down. I have my theories
for Sandy Hook. He got kicked off for something completely unrelated. So yeah,
right. And he apologized and retracted that stuff like years ago. And they this is why I think there's a real reason they want to shut him down. My theory is Alex Jones was getting a little too close to some conspiracies that for a long time even he hadn't considered going down. And right around the time he started getting close to some of those, some of, let's say, my people, our people.
Is Alex Jones
really
getting into the flat Earth stuff? Is that what you're saying,
Jake? He was getting real close the last couple of years, in those circles, and he has the resources to actually maybe, look at some stuff. And all of a sudden, he got shut down really fast around that time. So
I don't know if I buy that.
That's a whole.
Alex Jones was like hardcore shutting down the flat Earth conversation quite a while back, and that's when I was kind of like not because he doesn't believe it, but he was like would just hang up on people like, no, we're not talking about that. Screw you. Screw you.
Right. Yeah. And he started coming around the last year or two.
Worked for NASA, so his dad worked for.
Yeah, Alex Jones and Elon Musk could both be limited hangouts.
Yeah,
I enjoy them both, and I'm proponents and advocates of both. I think that the pros outweigh the cons there for sure. And I don't know if you saw the last poll that Elon put out today, but that was very exciting for me. That was because he did the poll for Trump. Sure. He loves democracy, but his last poll was, should I just bring back all banned accounts?
Yes,
that didn't commit a crime, or I think he said excessive spamming.
Yes.
So while I prefer he brings back
now,
Alex Jones,
yes is winning by a wide margin actually. So
right.
That's good. I didn't see this.
Nice.
Yeah. So I'm very excited. This ends tomorrow, so we could have an Avengers moment on your left. Coming in, baby. Just let me in.
Merry Christmas.
I personally think that Alex Jones and Elon are controlled op, and I always have. That won't change. He's probably. I think he's there for a reason, and they use him when it works for them. And he got more of a following after he was banned off Twitter. Like he got more money. He got more. Like old Isaac said on that interview with Tangled Media, he became a martyr, and so I just I'm not saying he's wrong, I'm not saying I think he's very right on a lot, but
if a controlled op is something good, I mean, great. Fine.
Yeah. I mean, but free speech is free speech, and it's a new game on Twitter. There's all there's a whole new agreement. There's all new rules. So until he violates rules as they are today, then he should be allowed back on, just like all banned accounts should be, and then play the game. And then if you don't follow the rules, then I guess this new Twitter can do whatever it does. But free speech is free speech. Alex Jones is no better or no worse than all the others, so they should all come back, all of them, and then they get a fair chance.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, Craig's in the waiting room because he's going to drop in and say hello, but I can only fit 4 guests on here. Is anybody willing to jump into the green room while Craig comes on, or should I?
I can. I have to tend to the kids for a few minutes anyway. So.
Okay. Perfect. Yeah. Let
Okay.
me bump
Okay.
you, and you come back.
Will you
whenever
come right
you're-
back, Shan?
That's
Oh
right.
no, I will.
All right, you're in the green room.
Okay,
There
good.
we go. Craig. Oh, maximum number of guests. Why? She's in the green room. I'll just remove her. She'll figure it out. Let's see. Craig, are you there?
Indeed, I am. I am here.
Hi, Craig.
I tried to ambush you, but it didn't work out.
I mean, kind of. I control the controls, so it's gonna be hard to ambush too hard. Craig, do you have any plans for Thanksgiving tomorrow?
I'm gonna eat your mom's pie.
So we're talking about Twitter and Elon Musk, and
yo, happy Thanksgiving, Craig. Good to see you. Dude.
Craig, how do you feel about Alex Jones getting the Elon shaft, but every single other person and their grandmother getting back onto Twitter at this point?
I mean, Alex Jones's asshole has to be gaping so big now to take any sort of shaft, because I mean, he got what, like the $500 billion shaft, whatever that.
I think it's like $3 trillion is what we're up to now. The cost of a medium-sized country, I think, is his punishment.
It's just a freaking made up number now. So I mean, money, it doesn't really matter. So I mean, he's taking everything up the ass, so he might as well take Elon's little tech dick up the ass too. I'm not surprised.
Craig's feeling spicy today. He just got off work.
Yeah, I did. And I'm on your show, so I can say whatever I want and
That's
not
right.
worry about me getting kicked off. So I'm not surprised, because like you were saying, and I said this when it first happened, it's like, it's all about the dollars. Donald Trump has at least the support of probably 50% of the country. And so if you could get that guy back on your platform, then you got 50% of the country. Imagine, like, how many people are going to stand up right now and say publicly, like, how many, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, the people that pay Twitter shit, advertisers, there you go. How many of them are going to be like, yeah, I definitely support Alex Jones right now. When he got shafted with the $3 billion lawsuit, they're all going to distance themselves as far away from that shit as possible, because they're like, oh, this can happen. No, I don't want anything to do with that. It's all about the bottom dollar. Musk doesn't care about free speech. He just cares about dollars.
Yeah. Absolutely. Craig, you are in Sharon's seat, so if she comes back at any point, I'm going to kick you out. But getting back to this, I did bring up...
We're female supremacists here.
That's right. Craig, it's a diversity and equity and inclusion thing. But Sam Harris is the one who was calling out, or he's one of the many, many people that were calling out Elon Musk, which, if you're not familiar with Sam Harris, and this ties back, Sam Harris is also the guy who said this.
Biden, at that point, Hunter Biden literally could have had the corpses of children in his basement. I would not have cared, right? It's like, there's nothing. First of all, it's Hunter Biden, right? It's not Joe Biden. But even if whatever scope of Joe Biden's corruption is, like if we could just go down that rabbit hole endlessly and understand that he's getting kickbacks from Hunter Biden's deals in Ukraine or wherever else, right? Or China, it is infinitesimal compared to the corruption we know Trump is involved in. It's like a firefly to the sun, right? I mean, like there's just, it doesn't even stack up against Trump University, right? Trump University as a story is worse than anything that could be in Hunter Biden's laptop, in my view.
You guys think he's going to regret that at any point in the near future?
Yeah.
Yo, as somebody who lives 15 minutes away from Joe Biden, I can tell you that, that he definitely is gonna. Every day I am reminded of Joe Biden's deep half century's worth of corruption.
You just see Joe Biden walking down the street with kids, like, sniffing them? Is that what you're saying?
No, dude, honestly, and it's sad to say, people here, like in my neighborhood, love Joe Biden. If he were to come out, they would be like, fucking sniff me, dude. Lots of them.
Here, take my kid.
Here's my child.
This kid.
Yep. Oh, here's my
kid. The parents are bringing their kids out in like a wheelbarrow. They're like, here you go.
Yep.
Jesus.
It's fucking gross. But it's true.
So basically,
rolling out a full short bus of kids for Biden to pay on.
Oh my God. So he literally said it doesn't matter what Hunter Biden or Joe Biden did. He's not Donald Trump, so it's fine. Is that what he said?
Yes, nothing. CD, you're crackling again. I don't know what your dog's up to, but yeah. He said it didn't matter what was on Hunter Biden's laptop. It wouldn't have mattered if Hunter Biden had a basement full of dead kids. It wouldn't be as bad as Trump University. That's the summarization of this intellectual man who's known for being a smart man. And I bring this up because we were talking about the Hunter stuff, but also because this man, being that stupid, has more common sense, it sounds like, on the Alex Jones situation than Elon Musk does. So if Sam Harris is calling you irrational, the man who would prefer Hunter Biden have a basement full of dead kids, you might have to like rethink your position.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
speaking of
don't
fuck
like
Sam
it,
Harris.
go start your own platform if you don't like it.
That's right. Learn to code, bro. Do you guys remember John Leguizamo? Because, or as we call him, John Luigi Mario, he has some things to say on the idea of Trump being reinstated. He said, this is from November 19th, so it's been a couple days now, but back then he said, soon as Trump is reinstated, it's goodbye, ghost, bye-bye, adios. That tweet still remains to this day. So
now is Elon
he
Musk
might be lying. I'm not sure.
Is Elon
What?
Musk holding him hostage and won't let him shut down his Twitter or what? Like he's got to be trying to get off of Twitter, right?
That must be it. It must be kind of a Waco situation where he doesn't have a choice and he's at gunpoint. Yeah.
Now, what is it with all the D-list like former celebrities like all of a sudden becoming political pundits on Twitter? Because that's all I see is like George Takei and Rob Reiner and John Luigi Mario and just posting political shit, anti-Trump shit, like they have nothing left in their life to do. It's like has it been a while since you got a paying job, and how much are you getting paid to be a Twitter bot?
Yes, and not enough in that order.
Oh.
Other people have said some things. Dr. Jordan B. Peterson, God rest his soul, is back on Twitter, and he's saying such brilliance as, Don't allow anonymous troll demons to post with the real verified people at Elon Musk. Put them in their own hell, their own private hell, along with others like them. Lol, lols, bro, bruh, hyper users are narcissistic, Machiavellian, psychopathic, and sadistic. Really.
I just gotta say, and this is not. He just got the invite back from Elon, and he's using it to do shit like this. And his other tweet, dude, the other day was like, who's not bad? Mike Pence. I was like, what the fuck is going on? This is not the Jordan Peterson I signed up for. But again,
starting the Jordan Peterson is a clone theory right here, right now. This is not the Jordan Peterson.
Listen, he signed up with the Daily Wire, right? So that's Ben Shapiro, and Ben Shapiro is a piece of shit. At the end of the day, that's he is not one of us. He's a Ron Paul hater. He's a probably talk about a limited hangout. All of that is.
I hear he's a Zionist as well. That might be a rumor though.
Dude, he just went on. I forget who he was getting interviewed, but he said like, "Oh, I've learned since the Iraq War, I'm more of like a Henry Kissinger like at this point. Like you're not the same, man. If you're not rooted in like that, I don't know. Like that's a deal breaker. I don't know. I just don't trust that guy.
When Jordan Peterson joined the Daily Wire, I was kind of like torn because I'm like, oh, he'll have a new platform and we'll get more consistent content from him. Maybe he'll have a show, neat. And then I got to thinking about it. And I was like, Jordan Peterson is not a political pundit, and they're going to make him into one, and it's going to be fucking annoying because instead of teaching people how to get their shit together, he's going to be teaching people how to own the libs, and we have plenty of that. We don't need Jordan Peterson putting out such boomer cringe shit like this.
Up yours, woke moralists. We'll see who cancels who.
Ugh. Wow.
Ugh.
That is so cringy. That's worse than Joe Biden reading off a teleprompter.
Yeah, that's disappointing, man. Almost as much as Trent Reznor. Both of those guys are fucking big in my book. Disappointed me this week.
Trent Reznor was like, I'm leaving because we don't need rich people telling us what to do. He said billionaire. So he's like Bernie Sanders, where he's like, these billionaires are bad. Meanwhile, he's like a multi-millionaire, and also Nine Inch Nails is still on Twitter selling merchandise. So cool way to take a stand and stick it to the man, bro.
Yeah, really, really disappointing.
Now, what was the Daily Wire thinking? Like, we need another douchebag to own the libs. Like, we don't have enough of this content. We need more of it.
Yes.
Because they've got Matt Walsh. They've got I can't even think of his name now. The Jew boy.
Andrew Klavan, Michael Knowles.
Yeah, all of them.
Ben
all
Shapiro,
the above.
obviously.
Ben Shapiro. That's the guy I couldn't think of.
Wow.
The main guy. Yeah, but they all do all their YouTube videos, and you can get sucked into that, and it's fun to watch.
Up yours, woke moralists. We'll see who cancels who. Like,
So
you're
they were
saying the
like-
same thing. We don't need Jordan Peterson saying the same damn thing. Who cares?
The same thing, just slower and older. That's all it is. And it's like, hey, we're gonna, because I remember when the Daily Wire was like, we're gonna build up our content. They were gonna bring in Gina Carano and make movies and stuff. It's like, hey, we're gonna expand out and build more content. The more content they built was more of the same goddamn thing, only worse.
Not necessarily. I actually signed up for their thing to watch Matt Walsh's documentary, which, like him or hate him, I do think the documentary is very important. And there's I don't mind supporting them for the sake of they are making some entertainment that isn't even political. They're making shows and stuff like that that goes against the Hollywood woke narratives and things. So I do support that. I think I like some of the guys, some of their stuff. I disagree with them a lot of the time, obviously, but I'm not just like black and white going to say Daily Wire sucks. But I think their greatest defense at this point is ruining Jordan Peterson. So.
I don't know.
I second that.
Yeah.
He used to be cool.
He did. Now he's like an old, wet tampon. Speaking of tampons, Tampax is on Twitter saying things like, refuse to let
I love
Twitter
this so much.
refuse to let Twitter shut down before we shared this. Their tweet. Their tweet. Their tweet.
Yo, that's awesome.
I love it. It's so great.
Oh man, these bitches! Wow,
I thought it was hilarious. I thought it was so funny.
Quote, you're in their
magical.
DMs. Quote, you're in their DMs. We're in them. We are not the same.
Now I gotta give them credit for marketing like originality.
Shut up, Craig. We got to get the woman's opinion first. Jack Casey, go ahead.
How do I not see him coming?
CD, your thoughts?
Why would you say that?
Oh, it was good. No, I thought it was funny. I read it and I saw it shared by somebody that was just reading, and I thought, that's funny. I don't know. I thought it was funny, and I didn't think anything at all about it.
Like for me, I'm like it's clever in a kind of rapey sort of way. Yeah.
It's super cringy. It's super cringy, and I mean, but I mean, I've seen worse tweets. Like it's not the worst tweet I've ever read. So I thought it was. I giggled. I was like, oh, that's funny. And then I learned that not everyone did, and they were like, it's creepy. And I'm like, well,
now
most of those are weird. Like.
Right. I mean, who's following tampons on Twitter in the first place?
That was my question.
Where is the lie?
Yeah, Craig, you may speak.
Read this tweet in Donald Trump's voice, and then tell me if you feel the same about it.
Okay, you're in their DMs. We're in them. We are not the same. Okay.
You're in the DMs.
That's what he should have
with
had in his
women,
speech at
okay?
the end.
We've got the best
When you
tampons,
Tampax, we just let you do
supersized,
it.
the biggest tampons. Beautiful. They also went on to say, when asked by
You grabbed him by the. Never mind.
the brand always said,
Grab him by the pussy and shove a tampon up there.
Get out of here, pads. No one wants to talk to you, pads.
"You're in them. I'm grabbing them." Okay. Always
Listen,
brand.
Pussy, I'm grabbing by I'm under the pussy.
Always brand. Get it together, guys. Get it together. Always brand said, "How long have you been saving this one?" And Tampax said, "Since last period."
This is great.
It's great.
I mean,
when was the last time everybody talked about Tampax before? So they did their job.
Right.
Everybody's talking about it. So
It's
success.
brilliant. I read that tweet and I immediately got LP New Hampshire Twitter vibes. Like I just immediately thought they I was like, they are the LPNH of tampons right now. They saw what they were doing and were like, I want that energy. I want that mad lad, don't give a fuck, I'm going for it energy. Just to get
it is a niche
whatever
market.
gets the attention.
It was a space that was wide open and ready for the taking. So
This is why
good
you
on 'em.
hire somebody for social
I'm sorry,
media
what was wide
and
open
not
and ready
just
for
make commercials. You know what I mean?
The
That's
space.
not what Twitter's for putting a Tampax commercial on. It's for doing that. It's good.
It's
They
fair.
nailed it.
It's fair. Sharon is in the chat. Sharon, if you ever feel like coming back and kicking Craig out, feel free. But you
Really
don't
want
have
me
to.
out.
She probably
We
just
need
used her
another
kids
lady's
as an
opinion.
excuse to go. She just used her kids as an excuse to go grab a box of wine and like bail on this brilliantly intellectual conversation we're having about tampons. But we do have a couple more things that we got to get to momentarily. But before we do that, speaking of tampons, let's talk about Jack Casey. Today's show is sponsored by libertarian conspiratorial fantasy author Jack Casey. Whether you're looking for a 3-book fantasy sci-fi epic of love, death, and dystopian civil war like the Royal Green series, or just looking for a quick, dark, comedic cultural commentary tale about a transsexual slayer of COVID regime vampires, like his latest book, WVW, Jack Casey Books will keep you adequately entertained and pondering the universe to your weird little heart's content. He's the Ayn Rand meets Stephanie Meyer meets somebody who actually writes entertaining books with his own unique little downer-esque flair. Find out more about Jack Casey Books at the aptly named jackcaseybooks.com. Once again, that is jackcaseybooks.com. Today's episode is sponsored by Astero's Cybersecurity Services. These days, organizations of all sizes are targets for cyber criminals, disgruntled employees, or even nation-state attackers. Astero's performs cybersecurity services providing expert guidance to help organizations defend against threats and protect their data. Astero specializes in penetration testing, where they perform ethical hacking on networks, web apps, or organizations as a whole to simulate what an attacker would do and plug the discovered holes before anyone malicious finds and exploits them. Asteros also specializes in vulnerability management, security awareness training, phishing simulations, cloud security audits, compliance readiness assessments, and much more. As technology expands, it becomes easier and easier to run a business, but if your security is not growing along with your company, then you're going to run into problems. If you don't personally have a company of your own, definitely pass this information along to someone who does, because for a limited time, Asteros is offering companies an attack surface audit completely free. Let Asteros discover potential entry points to your network and how susceptible your company or organization is to cyber attacks. To learn more and to take advantage of this essential offer, just go to asteros.com/free. That's Asteros, ASTEROS.com/free. Hey!
Hey!
We're back.
Howdy.
Sharon said she's not day drinking, and she says, I'm waiting on you. Sharon, you just got to click the link again. I know technology is hard, but just click it, and then should let you back in. Now, we have to talk about something very important. I know we've talked about a lot of conspiracy theories and things here today, things like Hunter Biden's laptop, tampons, things like that, things that don't really exist. But now we have to talk about something that does exist, which is the New World Order, because this video, which I don't even need to play, it's not really about what they say. I haven't even watched it, I'll be honest. But all that really matters here and is very worth pointing out, is this video is titled, "Are We Ready for a New World Order?" And this is from the World Government Summit this year. It just came out. Are we ready for a new world order? And YouTube took it upon themselves to point out that the New World Order is a conspiracy theory which hypothesizes a secretly emerging totalitarian world government. Oh, don't click on it. We don't need to open it. So when does YouTube stop getting to decide what is and isn't reality? If I looked up Hunter Biden's laptop, would those all be listed as conspiracy theory as well? Because they're the ones saying it now. They're saying New World Order. And YouTube's like, no, that's not real. Disregard the video that you're currently watching.
YouTube will probably take this episode down because you are reading direct quotes from them, but they're going to say, this is a conspiracy theory, so you're not allowed to push this fake news out there. So they're going to take your episode down, but they're not going to take down the one where they are willingly admitting that this is exactly what they're doing.
Right. Yeah. Dave, I want your thoughts. You follow the New World Order shit and the global nonsense.
Yeah, man. It's,
I mean, Jack doesn't even believe in the globe, let alone the globe world order or whatever.
The globe is the New World Order. They already won.
They're becoming more and more bold, right? I mean, they're laying the empire, out like, wearing it on their sleeve, man. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen this clip, but I'm not surprised because it's right there in front of your face everywhere. Yeah.
Right. And it's like, it doesn't really matter what the clip is. It's like 27 minutes long, so I didn't dig into it. But they're saying the thing. They're saying the quiet part out loud and boldly, and then they're saying, just kidding, that's not real. But it's here. We're going to do it, but it's a conspiracy theory.
It is funny that their mechanisms for controlling speech and thought are turning in on itself sometimes. Like, it doesn't know what to do. It's like the Spider-Man meme. It's like, no, you can't. No, wait, that's... The FBI is investigating the CIA and, have a shootout. It's like...
Exactly.
Like, did you get our email? We're doing this now. Check your spam. No, YouTube, check your spam. It's in there. This is the
Hunter Biden laptop is real now. That's what we're doing.
Get the updated right. Yep. I'm sure there's still some journalists out there that didn't get the update on the Project Mockingbird script, and they're still like, what laptop? What are you talking about? There's just no laptop. But it's beautiful.
It's like when Joe Biden says something, and then the White House issues a statement that's like actually what the White House meant to say. But,
right. Yeah. Who is the White House?
Yeah.
Now
who is speaking for the White House? It's like shadow governments aren't real. That's like this idea that there's somebody else pulling the strings behind what the president can and can't say. That's not a real thing. Also, that thing that the president said, no, that's not true. And the White House said so.
I think most progressives think like that Time article was like, the cabal that like handled the election. Like, dude, I think that they are actually kind of comforted. They all know that Joe Biden is not running the show. Right. But I think that they think that like all like human resources, like the people that they know at their job are like running the show, like the press secretary. They're all the press secretaries kind of that just have democracy like in the back of their mind the whole time, that are just like making sure that the ship goes. Crazy.
Yeah, that's a good point. Maybe that's why it's like they're like, oh yeah, we know it's all the experts and people around him running things. Don't worry.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's an admittance that their guy is a puppet at the very least. If anybody, like, he's supposed to be the guy who makes the decisions, and he's not allowed to make the decisions, even when he's like, yeah, we can. Like at the beginning of his presidency, if y'all remember, it was like, I'm gonna give a Q&A. Cut to black. Sorry, guys. Never mind. Taking it away. Like they won't let him speak outside of the script. And if he even says, I might speak outside of they just shut it down. Fade to black. It's all good.
Now, does all the YouTube accounts that have been banned because of saying the things that are actually real now, do those YouTube accounts get reinstated? Because I've got one I would like reinstated for all the things that I said that were false then that are real now. So can I get my YouTube channel back? Is that how that works?
Yep. I've gotten quite a few videos taken down for things that are very real. Actually, I think the majority of what I've had taken down are cyberbullying attempts by myself to cyberbully Jeffrey Epstein after his alleged passing. So I don't know what YouTube's priorities are exactly, but they do not like it when you bully supposedly dead people. And speaking of, we are going to, in the after party, we're going to be talking about this whole, what is it? How do you pronounce this stupid thing? Balenciaga. That's what it is. Y'all hear about this Balenciaga stuff? Did you hear about it, Craig?
No.
Just people selling kids again. But we'll get into it in the after party. Like I said, we've got lots of spice in the after party. We're going to be talking about the trans or the LGBTQ shooter who happens to be of a certain gender persuasion now, and lots of things that we shouldn't be talking about here in the public sphere. Go to patreon.com/thesystemIsDown and join the Downers Club right now so you can get that live immediately following this show. But we're not going there yet because I do have to end on a happy, cheerful
I'm
note
gonna
here.
let Shannon back in to end on your happy, cheerful note because I think she's waiting.
Is she? I don't know. She hasn't jumped into the green room or called,
She
so
sent me a screenshot of the green room and said he's ignoring me.
She's not here. You're not here, Sharron.
Maybe
she's a liar.
Maybe she got fed up.
I don't know. Craig, you can bounce if you like or what have you. Feel free.
I'll stick around until Shannon decides that she wants to grace us with her
when you called, it still called, and then when I tried adding you to the green room, it said you can't add any more people, so I kicked out Sharron. I don't know if it like blocked her from coming back in or something, but I'm not getting a call. If I get a call, then great. But sorry, Sharron. I didn't mean to. We got to end on a happy note, whether Sharon's here or not. And the happy note is that the dear Lord and Savior has passed. Dr. Anthony Fauci presented what may be his very last words from the podium of the White House. Let's listen. Hold on. Any? I don't want to spoil it. You probably won't be able to guess, but any guesses as to what he had to say?
I know what he had to say.
I haven't seen it yet, but I
just
can
want to
imagine.
say that Rand Paul is an asshole.
I wish that was it. That would be beautiful. Here he is, the science himself, Dr. Fauci.
So my message and my final message, maybe the final message I give you from this podium, is that please, for your own safety, for that of your family, get your updated COVID-19 shot as soon as you're eligible to protect yourself, your family, and your community. Effective. So,
Nazi fags.
I feel like, while I'm not surprised at all, it's like, tell us that you're a salesman without telling us you're, like, he's just like so concerned about everybody's safety that he's like, just one more time, got to get it out there because I really only know I have one thing that I am allowed to say, and that's get your vaccine. And he's like just the body language of it when he's like laughing and reading off a script, like it's almost like he can't even believe that he has the balls to say this on his way out the door. I know this sounds retarded, but get your vaccine. All right. Good night. Good night, everybody.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hello, get vaccinated. Good night.
It's amazing. It's amazing that they're relentless, despite any evidence, despite anything. Like how many? All the things have been proven as close as possible to being absolutely false at this point, and they're still like, yeah, but get the vaccine. Yeah. It's like, dude, you don't even work here anymore. Go home. What are you doing?
I saw a Twitter post.
Go make potatoes.
I saw a post today from one of those blue check marks that's just regurgitating the same talking points that everybody else is of the day. And he said, if it wasn't for Dr. Fauci, if you are reading this post, you can thank Dr. Fauci that you're still alive.
Wow. How?
And it was a legit post. It wasn't like a troll post or a sarcasm. It was a legit post. If you're reading this post, you can thank Dr. Fauci that you're still alive.
He's a literal god.
There's a lot of people that think that.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy.
Dave, you
Now,
kind of look like Dr. Fauci.
How dare
Oh
you?
yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Craig is an asshole.
Sharron, since Sharron can't figure out how things work, she did ask me to plug LPFCon here. I don't know what this is, but I'm going to plug it because I feel bad that she's not here on her first time here. She tried being here. She was here for a hot minute, and then she, had to go do the mom things. LPFCon.org. Check it out. This is for some sort of theme contest submission. And CD, do you know anything more about this than I do? Because I'm literally just reading it, and that's the extent of my knowledge.
I can tell. Okay, yes. So it's a contest for the theme. Okay, and so we're libertarian, so everyone votes on the theme. Now there's several good ones. And it's the one that raises the most money. That's why it's important. It's a fundraiser for LPF. Right now, there's a certain one that is has the highest amount of money, and it is something. The convention theme would be we're packing our bags and all moving to New Hampshire. So we don't want that.
Oh,
We
sons
really,
of bitches.
really don't want that one. But it is winning at like $150 or something, and so
It's kind of brilliant. It's pretty brilliant,
no,
I gotta say.
it is not. Shut up. Well, shut up, silly woman. No, it is not. And, it is not. So anyway, so it's but it is a fun fundraiser for LPF. The main thing is that you donate because ultimately LPF will decide its name. Sorry. And
Wait, so you pay, and even if you win, it doesn't count? Is this like run by Democrats or something?
If that one wins, you're goddamn right. You are goddamn.
What if it was
We're
like?
gonna go to
What if it was like? The country's Wang was the theme, or something like that. The country's humid gator Wang.
Then it goes to ranked choice. Then it goes to ranked choice by actual people who live in Florida who belong to LPF. That's what it'll go to. But
you Floridians
the
and
main
your
thing,
imaginary borders and discrimination. Cool.
you're from Illinois.
I know. It's awful. It's the butthole of the country. You're
being
in the wang of the
Illinois.
country. I am in the butthole of the country. I feel like we shouldn't get along.
But yeah, so thank you for
Cornhole?
plugging it. Yes. Or if you want to, and hey, you know what? You can make up your own theme and put money behind it. We don't care. It's just a great fundraiser to help out one of the best state affiliates in the nation.
Absolutely. Not
You
like
can make up your own- you can make up your own theme, pay money to it, and it won't matter at all. They'll get your money. Yeah.
Right.
They just yes, Greg.
Fair.
Yes, that's how fundraising works. Yes.
The election is rigged.
Yes.
That's what we're saying. And surprise, surprise, it's happening in Florida again.
Yeah, this is not news. Not news.
just what we do down here. Hey guys, thanks for being here. Except for Sharron. I love you all except for Sharron, and I would like you to go ahead and tell people where they can find you. And it would be nice if somebody could tell me where we could find Sharron at this point. But CD, why don't you go first? Let people know where they can find whatever you got going on. Anything you want to plug?
Oh, I'm nobody. Go read Jack Casey's books. That's what I want to plug. I am nobody, and I don't matter. But Jack Casey's books are before they ban them and burn them forever. Buy them for your friends.
Seriously.
Your friends will look at you really fucking weird, but tell them to read it. It's a good time. It's a great time.
Yeah.
If you like Harry Potter, you'll definitely like Jack Casey a little bit, somewhat, probably.
If you like Harry Potter, but with some libertarian themes and a lot of gayness, like even more gayness than Harry Potter, you'll love Jack Casey books.
I said it,
at
not you.
jackcasebooks.com.
If you love the sex scenes in Harry Potter, then you know.
And I really wanted to just say that as much of a controversy as it is right now, I am most thankful this year for Twitter, because if it wasn't for Twitter, I wouldn't have met any of you wonderful people. My friends in the digital world who send me physical copies of books, and yeah, shut up. Anyway, yeah, that's my plug. If I am thankful for my friends in the digital world that send me physical copies of books.
Nice. I like it.
Whoever they are.
I heard, Jack, that you scribbled all over her book as well before you sent it to her. I mean,
Listen, I was drunk at the
appreciates the value.
time. There were pictures.
Nice.
Yeah,
Just like
bad drawings. Yeah, just
I
drew
appreciate it
penises.
so much.
No, the WVW
I wouldn't have
is.
been shocked.
Jack Casey, where can people find jackcaseybooks.com in case you haven't gotten enough stupid plugs for this episode?
Yeah. I just say, listen, well, first off, as a recently converted free stater who would like to end up in New Hampshire, I'm going to go donate the proceeds to changing the Florida convention theme.
Civil Wars.
As my giving thanks for your kind promotion there.
You're tearing this party apart, Jack.
I'm just going to screw you up. No, but I just want to say one last thing. Well, first, I appreciate you guys. It's been a great Friendsgiving. And I want to say one more thing, and maybe the last thing I say.
You even had to make that sound gay. Good job, Jack. Thanks.
Well, and maybe the last thing I say on a podcast like this, but just make sure you get your updated copy of my books.
Your WVW booster?
Yes.
Nice. Dave, what you up to, man?
Dude, thank you for the invite again, man. This is, time.
I mean, it was supposed to just be you.
Grateful.
I feel like you got the short end of the stick in this conversation at this point.
No, this is way better. I wanted to hang out with my internet friends. You know, we've hung out a couple times in real life. Got to meet Jack and Reno, but it's great to have the ladies here, Craig. But yeah, man, I would say go check out Jack Casey's books. I want him to be funded, and I want him to move to New Hampshire so he can tell me if it was worth the move, because then he'll be on my coast at least. And check out the Libertarian Party of Delaware too. We just got the boot off Twitter, though this might get remedied if Elon fixes stuff. But
you guys got your party account kicked?
Yeah, and check this out. The Libertarian Party of Twitter is nothing to fuck with. They've been absolutely crushing it. And millions of spins on some of these videos. And he just uploaded something like a government archive of a nuclear explosion or something, and they flagged it for like sexual activity.
Wow.
So the go check it out. Go support
which
the
is something
Libertarian
that
Party
is which is something that is acceptable on Twitter.
Absolutely. This is perfectly just like educational purposes. Like, right? Like it came with like a historical quote. So go.
I mean, you can post sexual stuff on Twitter, but you can't post this, or they'll flag it for sexual content. That makes sense.
Yes. So please go check that out and report that so that we can get that account back, because it's absolutely crushing it. New Hampshire, creeping up on you. But yeah, check my podcast out too. We'll be back next week. It's Dave versus Goliath. We're on YouTube and Odyssey, and I'm on Facebook and Instagram. I've served 90 days penance on Facebook. Can't stream there. That's like some of my bread and butter. So I'll be back there in a couple weeks. But I love this, dude. I love your show. I'm so grateful for you guys, and for the time and for the party. And this is the best show on the internet. So keep it up.
All right. Absolutely. Well, I think that's everyone. So thank you all for tuning in. And Craig, what do you want?
First and foremost, I gotta say, go read Jack Casey's books because they're super gay. And like CD, I also choose my favorites over people that send me free shit. So if any of y'all want to send me free shit, you'll be my favorite too.
That reminds me, I have a P.O. box that I never promote on this show anymore. Christmas is coming up. P.O. Box 84. It's somewhere. It's in the show notes.
Send
me some stuff. CD has it.
I
She
will.
sent me shit. Everybody, send me shit. And if you have stuff to send to Craig, send it to me at P.O. Box 84, Aledo, Illinois 61231. I will be sure to get it to him just as soon as I feel like it.
And as far as Dave Casey's concerned, I've been told that he is the period of the System is Down podcast because you come on once a month.
It's true.
So,
he is the Tampax. The Tampax of the System is Down.
Always, bro. Always.
Dave Casey doesn't slide in your DM. He slides in you once a month.
It's good.
We are not the same. We are not the same. I'm in this motherfucker.
You can find me at the Break the Bell podcast. You can find everything about that at breakthebellpod.com. Check it out. Come hang out. It's fun.
Absolutely. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for being awesome. And except for Craig and Jack. Thank you guys. I love most of you. And we'll talk to you soon. Stick around if you want to hang out in the after party because we're going to be talking about some spicier shit. But that'll do it for this public feed. Now, to all of you, thank you for being here. Thank you for celebrating Thanksgiving Hump Day with us. And I hope to see you on the other side. Patreon.com/The System is Down. Again, we're going to be talking about I can never remember the stupid name. Balenciaga. That's it. Balenciaga is allegedly, at the very least, selling children. Now, I don't want to spoil anything here or anything, but they're promoting some stuff that's quite off color and has been going around on the twits lately, and there's been a shooting, and there's a whole bunch of other stuff. We've also got CERN's opening up demon portals and all sorts of just normal things here in 2022. But knock on wood, I'm sure, I mean, 2023 has to get better, right? It couldn't possibly get worse, right? That's what we've been saying since 2015, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, whatever. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for celebrating Thanksgiving with us, and we'll see you there. Until next time, I don't know when next time is, but until then, question everything, stay uncomfortable, and I'll talk to you then. Bye-bye.
Welcome to the system, everyone's a victim. Doesn't matter if you're black or white, it hates you all. Parents of the system, violence is a symptom. Fighting for what's right, but somehow everyone is wrong.
Dun, 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 dun.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe on your way out and help us change the world one uncomfortable conversation at a time. And if you like what you hear and you want to hear more, go join the Downers Club at patreon.com/The System is Down for bonus episodes of the show every single week. Until next time, please continue to question everything, stay uncomfortable, and I'll talk to you then. Thanks.
This has been a Goulash Media production. GoulashMedia.net.
This concludes our broadcast day. Click.